Hey everyone. So this is uThrones flow class number 104. And I want to show you these three uThrones. This is a 5, 5, 7, and 9. All 15-degree angles on them. These are two uThrones seats. But because of the need to counterbalance this slight change, because of technology and because of the modern world's demands on us physically, as well as mentally, some of us will only need a little elevation to alter the hips just a little bit, to alter those lower vertebrae, which has an ascending change in everything else. I'm going to use two. Oh, this feels great. Notice whenever I'm trying to elevate or I'm trying to move my lower body, more often than not, I'm elevating something with it. I'm pulling it up. That's something that's the opposite of pushing down to elevate. Where is the asymmetry in you? Only you can determine where that is and how to breathe your way back into this sense of balance. But if you aren't breathing in a variety of ways, in a variety of positions, if you aren't abstaining from breath, if you aren't evacuating all of the air from your body, or retaining all of the air that you can, for some period of your life, maybe it's 15 seconds, maybe it's a minute, who knows? Explore that, again, in a comfortable, cautious, courageous way. Life is fragile. Our bodies are fragile. We can get hurt seriously, very easily. So let's begin. This would be a 1.5 inch 0. 1.50. This is a 515. Notice it's only going over my Achilles. Lean back a little bit. Breathe in, breathe low. Go ahead, let your feet come on the outside. of it. That's changing the ligaments in your knee. That's changing how they're stretching, how they're maintaining their attachments. Oh, this feels so good. You will find these points of connection, these points of, it might be with your pinky and your thumb. It might be, palm to palm. It might be hand to face. It might be hand to face, hand to chest. And then don't ever forget that you've got to reverse that. It doesn't have to be 50-50, but it's got to be something. You've got to go to the toe. You've got to go to the heel. You've got to roll it back. You've got to stretch it out. You've got to elevate. You've got to expand. And then you've got to go back to that embryo from which we came. Just like an incandescent light bulb, let your fingers, let your body be a filament across which energy, the electromagnetic fields can interact because they're a particular distance away from each other. The body possesses these dimensions, and you can find them irrespective of your shape, irrespective of your past, irrespective of your genes or your geography, irrespective of what you've done to your body, irrespective of how much you've smoked, irrespective of how much you've drunk. If I can change, if I can grow, if I can heal myself somewhat as I'm aging, you do that by bringing about a stop, a cessation of whatever it is that you do that's handicapping. Does that make sense? Did you notice that movement? I was down here for a second. Then I had to go up here. You see how I'm lifting here? I'm pulling up. There's force on my glutes. There's force on my hips. You've got to utilize these to stimulate and to awaken different muscles that might be able to be contracted. That's one thing about strength. Oh. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh. 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 So you've got to allow yourself to go into these extremes. Rarely, if ever, is my abdomen and my torso directed forwards while my eyes and my throat are directed backwards. Very seldomly do I ever do anything that requires me to have that type of change. Thus, it's needed. Because when we were hunting and gathering and spending more time in trees, spending more time climbing and grasping something centrally located on the body, this is why tracing your body is so healing. Because what it's doing is it's forming your body into the shapes that make it most efficient for getting oxygen to cells, delivering nutrients that are being acquired through digestion, the energy, the adenosine triphosphate, the ketosis. Whatever you're using to extract electrons to power the signaling system within you. You know you're doing something right if you're burping. That's why in Indian culture, Hindu Indian culture, it's polite in many situations to burp, because it demonstrates a fully functioning respiratory system and thus a fully functioning digestive system, an efficient system. Your friends want you to be healthy. They just fed you. You know, how can you show them that your body is appreciating that meal? You expel that air, the combustion, the gaseous results from all of the microbacteria, all of the probiotics that are a part of the digestive system. There's a world that's invisible, but I trust that it's there. That invisible world is the world of Newton and Spinoza, Einstein, Feynman, Galileo, Marie Curie. People gave their lives to acquire this knowledge. The knowledge of the insubstantial, the knowledge of the human, whether it be Jesus, the Prophet Muhammad, the writers of the Upanishads, Zoroastrians, Lao Tzu,